Hello everybody, my name is Selyp and welcome back to Sang-Froid. We are now on chapter 8 and this is by far the most interesting chapter yet. Got a lot more strategy involved in this one, which I find enjoyable. So we're going to be going up against the Will-o'-the-Wisps, which aren't too big of a problem as long as you have your blessed axe. They are immune to most traps other than the wayside cross, which we don't have yet, and the hanging net, which can be kind of difficult to use on them since they aren't lured by bait. So we're just going to go ahead and watch this cutscene real quick and then we'll get into the mission.
I can never thank you enough for what you've just done.
If you just had a little bottle of...
Sorry, my brother's a little rough around the edges.
Hey, look at the beautiful black stallion standing in front of your place, Jackie. A far cry from that broken down old mare you had, I tell you.
Don't speak ill of Blondinette, Josie. And I can tell you, if I could have her back, I'd give your life for hers any time. Now let's hurry up and see who's paying us a surprise visit.
Hey there, fellas! Good news! I ran into a doctor who was heading to the village to relieve Dr. Lamontagne. I told him about Josephine's illness, and he suggested going to see him right away, for free!
Gentlemen, I've examined your sister, and it's imperative that she go with me to the village.
Oh, yeah? So what's wrong with our Josephine?
It's a rare illness that attacks the brain. In any case, to be certain, I will have to examine her in a proper doctor's office.
A doctor that don't charge you? I can't believe that.
I understand your suspicion. I'll just take a little of her blood, just a few drops, to do a few tests. There. That's all there is to it.
You lie with every breath. You don't know what you're doing. What is coming is beyond your power, demon.
Interesting. Trust me. I'll be back soon with my diagnosis.
Grab your jacket and get the blazes out of here right now.
We'll see each other again soon, and good luck with the fireflies.
Okay, so obviously that doctor is kind of sketchy. We don't need to go ahead and watch this. I will show you in a second what that stuff's all about. So here is our layout for mission 8. As you can see, we have 3 waves. We have our Will-o'-the-Wisps, and there's actually a lot more enemies in this one, and a lot more strategy required than in the previous ones, which is pretty cool. So wave 1, we just have these 2 guys, and they're both going for the cabin. Wave 2, we have the 3 wolves up here going for the barn, a will-o'-wisp going for the barn, 2 werewolves going for the mill, and another will-o'-wisp going for the mill. So it starts to kind of spread us out a little bit. And on wave 3, we've got 2 will-o'-wisps going for the cabin, 2 werewolves going for the mill, and then another werewolf going for the barn. So we have to be everywhere at once. Luckily, we don't actually have to be everywhere at once. So let's set up our traps. For wave 1, we're actually not going to use any traps. We're just going to use our axe on those guys, and that should be fine. Wave 2, we're going to go ahead and place a spike trap up here, which should take care of the wolves for us. There we go. And the will-o'-wisp, we're actually just going to use our axe also. For these 2 werewolves, we're going to place some bait about right here. And then we're going to place a hanging net on top of that bait. So let's go ahead and actually move that bait over just a tiny bit. There we go. And this guy we will also be using our axe on. And for this, we're going to actually use our new zip line. We're going to place it about right there and about right there, which is going to allow us to climb up this watchtower and zip right on over there quickly. So for wave 3, we've got to be everywhere at once. And this one kind of gave me some trouble until I realized that it's actually pretty simple if you set your traps up correctly. So all we really need to do is place a firewall there and a firewall here. and this will force him to go this way. And we can just place some bait right here in the middle with a spike trap on it. And so basically those werewolves are going to kill themselves when they go for that bait. And we can just finish those guys off with our axe. So let's go ahead and sell some lumber and go to the town real fast. Those boots that I was telling you about in the last episode we're actually going to purchase now. These will allow us to sprint 25% longer, which is going to be useful because there's a lot of sprinting in this mission. And we're also going to buy just a couple bullets, kind of stock up a little bit. We can go ahead and go back to our cabin. And before we get started, we want to make sure we equip these. Oh, there we go. And we also want to spend our skill point. Now, right here, there's a couple different ways we could go. We could get the traps that hold the beast, but I don't use wolf traps that often. We could get the bonfire. I don't use that often. We could definitely get intimidation, which would be useful, but again, I don't use that often. I could definitely see some playstyles would. The carpentry would be useful, but I don't plan on letting them get close to the buildings anyway. So we're going to go ahead and get the bait. Especially for this mission, it'll be helpful. It's not necessarily needed, and I've done it without it, but it definitely helps make things a little bit easier on us. We've got everything equipped, so we are going to go ahead and start this night and see how we do. Got our little will-o-wisp over there in the corner.
The will-o'-the-wisp? That's why the doctor was talking about fireflies. I knew it. He wasn't a flim-flam man. He's a wizard. Or worse.
Yes, he is definitely worse than a wizard. And this one's actually going to give us no preparation. It just starts right off the bat. And these guys aren't too bad. If you time things correctly, they actually go down in about 2 combos. But if you let them sit for too long, they will go underground and actually start to regenerate health, which can be troublesome. So we're going to go ahead and quickly dispatch of those guys and head up this way. We're going to make sure we go this way so that way the wolves don't smell us. That could mess up our spike trap up there. So now we will just wait patiently for a second while the wolves go kill themselves. There we go, and we can go take out this will-o-wisp, dodge his little fireball thing. And we've got our rage built up so we can take him out quick. Now we are going to go up to our newly built watchtower, which is pretty cool, and we can just zip right on across here while those guys eat the bait. We will go take out this will-o-wisp, and we should have more than enough time, especially with that bait increase. Again, just 2 quick combos. Let's head back over here. Yeah, we still have more than enough time. Go ahead and do that. They'll both go down to about half health. And this can be kind of troublesome if you get off to a bad start here. But as long as you keep your stamina up, these guys aren't too difficult. And that's the start of wave 3. So we're going to let the spike trap take care of those werewolves up to the north right now. Well, actually the south. And we're just going to head straight to where the will-o-wisps are going to come from. We're just going to take them out right away. That wasn't the greatest start, but luckily we dodged that. Getting kind of low on stamina, which is not necessarily a good thing. That guy's going to go down there and heal, unfortunately. But let us take that guy out and get our stamina back. So we can easily dispatch of this one. And any second now, these werewolves should be killing themselves. That other one's taking quite a while to get over here. Hopefully our bait lasts long enough. It's gonna be close. No, it did not. So what we can try to do is lure them onto it.
You stinking little
There we go. That works. Last time the bait worked, so I'm not sure what's up with that. I guess we should have placed it a little closer up this way. But no worries. We managed to get him that way. And just as a side note, you can kill yourself on the spike trap, so we got kind of lucky with that roll there. But if it goes off and you're standing in the middle of it, it will kill you too. Let's head up to this waypoint.
I need you. I beseech you. Come and rescue a suffering soul. Follow me.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and follow this guy. Creepy ghost out in the middle of nowhere, who moves awfully slow, but that's okay.
I am condemned to haunt this place every night until some kind soul helps me save from my sins. To deliver me from my curse, I beg you to rebuild the chapel.
A condemned soul that's offering me his protection. I wonder if this is a good thing.
Certainly seems like it would be a good thing, but we will find out in the next episode. So let's just look at our stats real quick. Got a bunch of experience, decent amount of money. Unfortunately, the wisps give you no money, so you really don't want to use traps on them. And we leveled up. And I will see you guys again soon in Chapter 9. I hope this is helping some people out. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, my name is Selyp, and thank you for watching.